on balance, do you see this kind of local government corruption? For example, skimming funds that, say, come from Beijing or come from an international NGO and are intended for, say, AIDS prevention. On balance, is this local government corruption good or bad for NGOs in their provision of social welfare services in China today?
So this is a super interesting question. And now this is where, like, this is being filmed. Now am I going to be the person who says corruption is a good thing for NGOs and the people that they serve? I mean, it's a fascinating question. I mean, the story that you're recounting, and one that I tell in great detail in my book from back nearly over a decade ago, tells a story about where there is a financial incentive on the part of the government, not just to allow NGOs to come in and solve a social problem, but also with that provide funds. It does seem to suggest that, like, there is a perverse incentive to sort of turn a blind eye to that corruption. As if, like, here, using language that's been used by some scholars in development studies, that as if corruption is a tax on civil society, just like corruption is a tax on development. And it's a compelling argument, and I've never articulated it in this way. Here's where I'll kind of push back a little bit, because especially the HIV/AIDS example. Of course, it's local government corruption, arguably, that was behind one of the major sources of the spread of HIV/AIDS in Hunan. It was local government corruption in the sale of blood plasma that ultimately was behind. So there, government corruption is a source of the problem. And here, these incentives, the financial incentives that end up sort of maybe provoking a sort of a local government official to welcome, or in some cases create, NGOs to solve this problem. It cuts both ways. Yeah. This is the most politician answer I think I've given.
Actually, I think it's a typical academic answer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Maybe I should be a politician.
In China, it's 一方面.
Yeah,
一方面.
Yeah.
That's what all academics do.
Yeah, I suppose that's
on
right.
the one hand, on the other hand.
Yeah.